911? Emergency? Yes. They put marinara on my pizza. And just like that, what sounds like your highest stakes 911 call turns out to be about sauce. Hold the cheese. No food. Crime is worth the siren. But trust me, these calls actually happened. They're real. They're ridiculous. And they'll make you question, what is an emergency anyway? Today, we're diving into 5 jaw-dropping, almost unbelievable 911 calls. From McDonald's blues and suburban free burger breakdowns, to a kid doing math wrong, and a cop questioning whether he and his friends are even alive after pot brownies. All of it real, all of it documented, and all of it wildly human. Buckle up. This is the worst 911 calls you can't even invent. Okay, so picture this.
I ordered a 10-piece chicken nugget with a small fry, and she said that they didn't have any chicken nuggets. And so I told her I want a McDouble and a small fry, and she told me I would have to pick anything else off the menu because she can't refund me the different things out of the meal. And I told her to just give me all my money back, and she said that she can't give me my money back either. I have to pick something.
You pull up to McDonald's, craving those golden little nuggets of happiness. You order, you wait, you're hyped, only for the worker to say they're out of McNuggets. Like, excuse me? That's basically emotional damage. But this woman in Florida, she wasn't about to take that L quietly. Nope, she actually dialed 911. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, all to report a missing 6-piece. The dispatcher's like, ma'am, is anyone hurt? And she's just out here like, no, but they ran out of McNuggets. Girl, that is not what emergency lines are for. And get this, the cops had to show up, not to rescue her from danger, but to tell her to stop clogging up the phone lines with her nugget meltdown. She ended up getting cited for abusing 911, which, honestly, feels like the bare minimum. Imagine being the officer who walks in expecting chaos, only to find someone beefing with Ronald McDonald. The best part? This call went viral before viral was even a thing. News anchors roasted it, late-night comedians had a field day, and it became one of those internet legends you just can't kill. And yeah, McDonald's later admitted she probably should have gotten a refund, but sis is forever known as the McNugget 911 lady. Moral of the story? Nuggets may cure hunger, but they don't cure common sense.
I'm down here, these people don't took my money, they gave me marinara sauce I thought was pizza sauce. You please send a cop down here, and you're where?
So now let's talk about Subway, because apparently the sandwich shop was out here causing emergencies too. A woman in North Carolina ordered one of those little flatizzas, which, let's be real, is already a crime against pizza. But the real crime? They used marinara instead of pizza sauce, and sis was not having it. Instead of just asking for a redo like a normal customer, she picked up the phone and called, you guessed it, 911. The dispatcher was probably bracing for a fight, a robbery, something serious. But nah, this woman's like, they put the wrong sauce on my pizza. Imagine risking jail time because your flatizza got a little too saucy. Police ended up charging her for misusing 911. And honestly, fair, because wasting emergency services over marinara is wild. Like, imagine someone waiting on hold with chest pains because this lady can't handle her sauce drama. It's giving Sauce Karen energy. The funniest part is how locals turned it into an inside joke afterward. People would literally say, don't pull a marinara 911 whenever someone overreacted. Subway never even clapped back publicly, because what could they say? Sorry your sauce was saucy? Exactly. And that's how this random little meltdown went down in history as the pettiest emergency call ever.
He said, ma'am, I know I'm not supposed to call 911 for that. I really could use some help with my homework. I asked, well, what can I help you with? And he's like, it's math.
Okay, y'all, this next one is so cute it almost broke the internet, because apparently math homework can be a full-blown emergency. One night in Shawano County, Wisconsin, this little 10-year-old kid hit peak panic mode over long division. Yeah, not a fire, not a burglary, just math. He literally grabbed the phone and dialed 911 because, in his head, that was the ultimate helpline. Honestly, mood. The dispatcher picks up probably expecting some chaos, but instead hears this tiny voice like, can you help me with long division? And instead of shutting him down, they actually walk him through it while gently explaining, hey buddy, 911's for real emergencies. Like, that's wholesome overload. And it didn't stop there. They even sent an officer to check in on him, just to make sure everything else was okay. The audio went viral, and parents everywhere were swooning. People were like, finally, a cop story that doesn't make me cry for the wrong reasons. It turned into this huge awe moment online. And the kid, he probably flopped the homework. But trust me, he'll never forget the day the emergency line doubled as his math tutor. Okay, so this next one is peak hangry energy, because apparently free food can turn into a full-blown emergency. During a Milwaukee Brewers promo in Brookfield, Wisconsin, restaurants were supposed to hand out free burgers. Sounds fun, right? Except one caller decided waiting was just too much.
We called 911 because they won't give them as free burgers for the Brewers game today. It was advised the game wasn't over yet.
They legit dialed 911 because the restaurant wasn't giving away the burgers yet. Like, imagine tying up emergency lines because your free cheeseburger isn't ready on time. The audacity. The dispatcher was probably waiting to hear about a fight or an accident, but instead got, they're not giving away free burgers. Dead silence. Then that awkward, we'll send someone over. Like, ma'am, somebody could be choking while you're crying over patties. Social media had a field day with this one. People instantly branded it the hangry call of the year, and memes popped up faster than the burgers themselves. Promotions always come with fine print. Times, locations, limited quantities. But nope, this person went straight to 911. It's proof that when people are hungry, common sense goes out the window, right along with the fries.
I think I'm having an overdose at the store with my wife.
Overdose of what?
Marijuana. I don't know if it had something in it. Can you please send rescue?
Did you guys have fever or anything?
No, I think we're dying.
Okay, how much did you guys have?
I don't know, we made brownies, and I think we're dead. Time is going by really, 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 really slow.
Okay, y'all, this next one is literally the Super Bowl of dumb 911 calls. People still call it the most famous nonviolent 911 call in history, and you'll see why. So, Dearborn, Michigan, an off-duty cop named Edward Sanchez decides to take confiscated weed. Yes, you heard that right, and bake it into brownies. Already a bad idea, but wait, it gets worse. He eats them, freaks out, and then dials 911. His voice is shaky, panicked, and he blurts out, "I think we're dying. We made brownies, and I think we're dead." Like, sir. The dispatcher's probably trying not to laugh, but this man is dead serious. At one point, he literally says, "Time is going by really, really slow." Bro was fighting for his life against a tray of pop brownies. And of course, the fallout was messy. Nobody actually got hurt, but the audio became legendary. He later resigned from the force. The news called it bizarre, and the internet, oh, they made him a meme. Radio stations replayed it, late night shows roasted it, and it turned into one of those clips that just never dies. Even today, anytime someone talks about the dumbest 911 calls ever, this story pops right back up. It's the ultimate cautionary tale. Mixed police work, weed, and paranoia. And you get one of the most iconic and hilarious 911 calls of all time. So, what's the tea? Honestly, all these calls prove one thing. People will literally treat 911 like their personal complaint hotline. From missing nuggets to the wrong sauce, to help me with math, to free burgers, to brownies that had someone thinking they saw the afterlife. These were never supposed to be emergencies, but they happened. And now we can't stop laughing about them. And listen, if you cracked up even once, you already know the deal. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're nosy like me and want more wild stories, and drop a comment with the dumbest 911 story you've ever heard. I'll be reading, so don't hold back. And hey, before you go calling 911 because your fries came out cold, maybe, I don't know, call your bestie first, or just yell at the microwave. Unless the sauce is completely wrong, then okay, maybe still don't call 911. Stay curious, stay messy, and I'll see you in the next one.